Yo, baby. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all you beautiful men and women around the world. Tonight, you're tuned into Networking with your host, Basil Artis. Guys, today I'm with my brother, Jerry's Green. We're going to be talking about getting out of your comfort zone. We're going to be, just talking about life. It's going to be funny. It's going to be interesting. And you might get a little wisdom and knowledge out of it. So with no further ado, Jerry's Green. Appreciate you for being here with me, brother. You know what I'm saying? Something like,
I love you, brother. I do anything for my boy.
So, for the people that don't know you, can we get a little backstory to like where you are now from, your adolescence?
Let's see. I started off sports from a kid. I always wanted to go professional athlete, and then so playing sports all my life till high school. I played for actually one of the worst teams in the state.
Yo, Chapel Hill was trash.
Yeah, we weren't too good. Transferred my senior year thinking I could go somewhere, go to college. Didn't turn out that way. So right after college, I worked in fast food, did some Popeyes. Y'all know about Popeyes. Yeah, we did that. After that, that's not what I wanted to do. So I was really lost. So I was like, you know what? You know what everyone does when they're lost? They join the military.
Go
straight to the military. So did that.
That's like the equivalent of being a stripper.
Yeah, that's the men's equivalent to being a stripper. We don't know what to do. You're lost. Go to the military. Signed up for infantry. Went to Fort Benning. Was there for about almost a year. Well, was there while COVID was going on too. Well, I got there. No, while I was leaving, it was that's when COVID was starting. So it was all right.
You kind of got out at the perfect time.
Bro. Yeah, I actually got out at the best time when COVID. So COVID was just starting. I had got out, touchdown back in Atlanta. You know where I'm from. See my brother. We got locked back in, and actually, as soon as I get home, my brother joins the military. So guy waited. Was working. We both found out that wasn't for us. He ended up moving out to Miami. Changed his whole life. He said, "Yo, brother, I'm gonna do the same thing for you. Come out here. We're gonna take over the world." So I'm here right here today.
And now we're fucking making money moves. We creating businesses, bro. I think like getting out of your comfort zone and like taking risk is the number one thing you need to do. One of my mentors actually said this. Shout out Sahid. He said, "Is it more risky to work a 9-to-5, or is it more risky to become a business owner?" And most people would be like, "Oh, it's more risky to become a business owner." But I think, and Sahid has taught me this, is it's more risky to work a 9-to-5 because at any moment they can lay you off. At any moment they can say, "Yo, we need you here today to work to fill in for somebody." And a lot of people don't realize that. On the flip side is you're investing into yourself. Are you not confident in yourself? Is that why you're not taking risks to start your own business? Now we both done this. We started our own business in the financial industry, and we've seen success in it. This is something that it's not easy, right? It's not quick gratification. This is something you need to work on over time, but you'll get there. As long as you're someone that's very consistent and you put the time into it, then you're good. You're right. You just want to keep learning and getting better. We went to San Antonio and we went to that event. That was my first time at a convention. Was that your first time?
Yeah,
too?
It was my first time.
How do you feel about the event?
It was actually really, really life-changing. Basically more of the people there. We met Tim Grover, Kobe's mentor. Man, I tell you that he's got the way he speaks. I don't know. It moves you. It drives you to be better. You want to be the best person you could be. You don't want to sit on your ass. You want to be motivated. You want to do everything. After you speak to someone like that, they make you feel like you can take over the world.
Yeah,
they really make you feel like that. And that's someone you should be looking up to. Yeah. Like if someone's words can affect you that much, you need to be by their side.
And so out of all the speakers there, who was your favorite?
Oh,
because I fucked with Tim Grover. Don't get me wrong. Like, so the start of the event, it was Tim Grover. Obviously, we had a couple of speakers before that, but there were other people in the industry that you probably wouldn't know their names, so I'm not going to mention it right now. But and no free promo. But Tim Grover, it kind of started it out the main speakers, and it kind of moved you for the rest of the event because it kind of sets you where you wanted to get your takeaways from the mindsets you want having going forward. But Patrick Bet David was fired.
Yeah,
too,
that's the one I had at first.
Right, that's what you think.
That's the one I had at first.
So, out of all the people there, would you say Tim Grover or Patrick?
I'm going Patrick first, Tim second.
Okay, what was your biggest takeaway you think from Patrick?
Basically how he really started from nothing. He not even from the country.
Mm-hmm.
Came from Iran, built the company from the ground up. Like basically, how long did it take? 6 years or so, he said?
Yeah.
6 years to build it, didn't quit, and now look at a multimillionaire.
Yeah, no, that is moving. That
shows you if someone who's not even from here can do that, anyone can do it here. We have the best country in the world where it's like everyone comes to our country to try to make it because they know it's the most opportunity you can do.
Yeah.
It's just made for us.
And it's literally just how much work you're willing to put in. One of the guys that moved me, this is I don't remember his name, sorry brother, but he was one of the like a 3-minute speaker, and he came up there and was like, yo, to all the immigrants, like he was just saying basically we came to this country to work, and we're putting the work in, and if you put the work in, you will succeed. And to loop that back in with the Patrick, your biggest takeaway from Patrick is, yeah, bro. I mean, like there's people in this country that don't care about the opportunity they have. They don't see the opportunity they have, right? They're just so they're kind of blindsided to what their reality could be. I don't know if it's our education system. I don't know if it's the family life. I don't know if it's the religions. I don't know what it is, but people from other countries come in and kill it. You know, who's above whites in America making the most money? Pakistanis. Someone else. I don't know what it is. I don't want to butcher it. It's Pakistanis, someone else, and then Pakistanis, Chinese, and Indians. Indians are the top immigrants in the country, the highest paid. And that shows, those Pakistanis, Chinese, and Indians, they have a huge work ethic. Like those are the type of people that come over here and just grind. I mean, you look in school, you look in high school, who's dominating like school? Asians. That shit's fucking wild.
It's a lot of minorities, honestly.
Exactly. It's usually minorities, and sorry, but it's not the black community, right? I don't know if it's not they don't take advantage. What do you think it is? Like in the black community, why don't you think the black community is at a certain level where all the other minorities are? Because I would, bro, be honest, I think Hispanics work harder than black people.
I do. I think no, they definitely do. Like we spoke about it earlier. Hispanics, I know people that will go out, party till 3 a.m., gotta work at 5 a.m, won't even sleep, go straight to work. Yeah. Don't call out, don't do nothing because they have families to feed, they got all that stuff to pay. But I don't know, for black people, what is it? Maybe it's like I think maybe the part of where you grow up at, on the aspect of gangs and gang violence, like for Chicago and stuff, you grow up seeing a lot of crazy stuff.
Okay.
Most people there don't have jobs. They trap. Mm-hmm. They do what they got to do to make money. So growing up, if that's what you see of, he's not working, I don't have to work. I just got to trap, be in the streets, and I'll make bread that way. So I guess that comes through a whole line. It'll just create a line of if your son sees you doing it, his son sees him doing it, and it'll just keep going down the line for everybody.
So you think it's a lack on the side of parenthood?
I believe so, yeah. Okay,
and then do you think it's because of the father, or is it because of the mother?
The father.
Okay.
If it's I believe it's the son. For me, when I'm a father, it's my sole responsibility to make my son the man he is.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Why can't a woman make a man a man?
I don't know, because I grew up with just my mom. So it's just like, I feel like if I had a father that was in my life, I could be a totally different person. Mm-hmm. But also some aspects, though, growing up with a single mother, I feel like it also hardens you. Like you could have a father that hardens you, but also you could see your mom struggle her whole life to where you'll be like, I'll never see her struggle again. And you go out and you just
fucking murder it.
You just go crazy. You'd be like, I want you to retire as soon as what, 40, 50? I never want you to do anything ever again.
I don't think a lot of guys have that mindset though. Like that's just like a rare.
It's also, but that's also with society now today. It's all about what? Getting money, fucking bitches,
drugs.
Yeah, that's all you hear on the radio. That's what they play on the radio for kids growing up, riding in the car with their parents. That's all they hear. Dirk, young boy, killing, making money. It's just, it's just society today.
No, I feel that. Yeah. And I would agree with you. I think society in general, we always have that question. Like I asked you, do you think it's the mother or the father? And you don't. People either take the mother side or they take the father side. And like you just said, I think it's society. And in general, I think there's a war on black men, and that is a book. Shout out to that book. I haven't read it, but I've heard of it. There's a war on black men. I think if you take a family unit away, that the black family crumbles, right? That's kind of something they devise, and it's pretty smart. I mean, if you want to suppress someone, taking the black people, the black father out of the household is amazing. I mean, you look back a couple years, and the black father and the actually whole family unit was together. They were doing some crazy shit. That was the revolution. You know what I mean? Like Martin Luther King. Back in Martin Luther King's time, bro, there was a stable family unit. Now it's dropped to what, fucking 80%. 80% is a huge fallout.
That's how a bunch of athletes are.
Yeah,
all the athletes that are big grew up with a single mother,
and they all say that shit. And I think if you grow up with a single mother, majority of the time you're an emotional male. An emotional male does not operate good in society, right? Then those are the people that are the woman beaters, the men that don't know how to have communication, the men that are erratic, the men that aren't going to be like stone cold and stoic. But also, I mean, on the flip side, it could turn into those men that really have a strong work ethic and then going to put all their time into something and becoming like their best version of themselves. Because you look at some athletes, and like you said, most of them have that story, the single mother. That's like for the football players, the basketball players. Oh, I have a single mother, and they fucking drive, and they keep fucking pushing, and then they obtain that goal. But also, that's a small, very, very small percentage. Because then you see the black kids or the single, the kids that came up with a single mother. If they fail in college, they go back and doing what, selling drugs, listening to that music.
Some of them still do it while they're in college.
Exactly. They either do it while they're in college, you're right, or they revert back to what they only know, right? Because if you're so focused on one thing your whole life and you have no other skills, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You don't have the knowledge of really what to do. I think the education system has also fucked up the whole society, and I'm get away from the black community, but the whole society in the sense of the education system hasn't evolved. Right, it's been the same fucking thing. They don't want a nation full of thinkers. They want a nation full of workers.
That Rockefeller. That's one thing on, bro. They don't even teach you anything about taxes in school. Graduating, filing taxes. I was like, I don't know how to do it. They didn't teach me that. They didn't teach me about real estate or investing. Be like, yo, this is what you should do with your money. They teach me about credit. I don't know. Like, basically, the stuff you learn today, the stuff you learn in high school, your kids will learn, and their kids will learn. And it'll be like, you need to evolutionize the way your brain works. We as a world, we're evolving every day. So why is the education system still the same thing it was 100 years ago?
Yeah, it's flawed. It's meant for the lower income people, or the people that don't have access to the education, or even have the knowledge of wanting to get out of the system, because a lot of people, they don't know that in their system, right? And it's meant for them to fail. You look at all the elites, you look at the Jews, you look at even Muslims, you look at anyone that has a strong, complete society. They share knowledge with each other. They help each other out. They have good connections. They have a good network. Jewish people, I mean, they're fucking, network wise, they're fucking dominating.
They're dialed in.
Lawyers, judges. How many Jewish niggas are in fucking jail, bro? How many Jewish niggas
They're
do you
getting
ever
people
see
out.
in jail, bro?
They getting people
out.
out.
We're talking about that shit. I never see Jewish niggas in jail. You never just see a nigga with a what's the shit on the head? I don't know.
I don't
want to disrespect the religion or nothing like that.
I don't know it.
But shit, bro, you never see a Jewish nigga in Steve, have you seen a Jewish nigga in jail? Like a video of one or anything?
Never.
It's crazy. Don't you think about it?
Yo, that's some crazy shit. Do we have any comments?
Oh yeah, we have some comments. Saeed was asking about the event. This is his comment for you. What would you say is your call to action coming back from the event?
I'll let you take
yeah. What was his name? David? Not David. The people that won everything.
Oh, David Vera.
David. Listen, this man went from making $70,000 what month?
A year,
a year, 70,000 a year to
was it 1.2 something?
Yeah, almost. We'll say over $1 million. And what?
A span of a year?
Yeah, less than. We'll say what? Let's say 10 to 12 months.
Yeah,
that's the most inspirational thing you could ever hear. Someone who went from $70,000 per year to making $1 million a year.
Yeah, and you
just grinding.
That's some crazy shit. That is, bro. 70 to a fucking million. What other industry does that? No, hold on. When do you even hear this shit, bro? 70 to a fucking million. Unless you're like a professional athlete. Let's get away from that.
Yeah, or you're doing social media blowing up and something like that. I don't know where.
Yeah,
but on a regular every 9 to 5 job where you can just go, you can go in there and be like, oh, you're on salary. Yeah. No job is gonna get you from $70,000. Be like, next year you're gonna make $1 million.
Like, nigga, you didn't even hit 6 figures. What are we talking about? $1 million?
Yeah. What? They would look at you if you're crazy if you asked for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. That my biggest call to action was similar to that. It was seeing David and his wife winning every fucking thing. They won they had like a 3-peat, bro. This nigga Rodolfo was like, yeah, this has never been done before, and then they get a fucking 3-peat. With that coupled with my hierarchy not achieving that level, it was kind of a call to action and be like, yo, I'm about to fucking murder it.
Yeah, imagine. Go ahead.
I'm about to murder it in a sense. So our hierarchy is going to be there next year. One of us in our hierarchy is going to be on that stage and getting that reward next year.
Imagine you walking into a place and your name holds so much weight and you have mad respect from everyone in that building just because they know you worked your ass off.
Yeah, brother.
Everyone knows your name because you worked hard. Everyone knows your name because you wake up taking calls 3 o'clock in the morning when no one else would do that. You're sacrificing what time with your kids, all that to make good money to make a better living for the people.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a lot of gratification. It's not instant, but if you work, I mean, shit. The fact that he could do that in 10 to 12 months, it wasn't long. I mean, I can't say, oh, bro, I mean, yeah, you just got to work for like 5 years, put your head down. Nah, the nigga did it in 10 to 12 months. Bro,
every day, all day in the field.
Yeah, 70K to $1 million, bro. Your family is set. You're set. You have to understand he made $1 million. He still has residuals. He's going to make that every year after. Like, if it should blow your mind. You should be like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? And if you do want to know, just hit Jerry's or myself up, by the way. We won't drop the keys right now, but hit one of us up.
With a follow.
We got another one from Kate.
Let's do it.
Kate says, what's some of the advice you can give to males who are growing up without a father figure to help them overcome challenges that come with lacking an important role model like a father in their lives?
That's a very complex question.
Let's see. Break that one down for me.
Well, basically, in a nutshell, it's just what advice would you give a person who's growing up without a father figure? What's some of the best advice you can give them?
Find a father figure. You find someone you admire. For me, I actually had a really bad one, but I did it because mine was a professional athlete. I was
about to say Superman or some shit.
No. Mine was a professional athlete. His name was Mario Balotelli. He was my role model because of the way I played was the way he played. Yeah. So I just felt like personality wise, I got along really well with him. Mind you, though, when my stepfather came into my life at the age of 10, 11, somewhere around there, he was top dog. Like, for me, I respect for a man who for me, I can't say that I would never be a stepfather because someone came in and did it for me.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah,
taking care of a child that's not yours. You have to love the woman, 100%. Two, I don't know. That's a lot,
bro.
but that's why I can never say I'll never be a stepfather because a man that I never met came in, took care of me, made me the person I am today. Like, oh my God, when I was like, I don't even know. He was the one who was like, hey, your mom's too, you're getting too old to have your mom still cutting the grass. Get out there and start learning how to do it. He's like, your mom, she's not washing dishes anymore. You get out there, start washing dishes. Everything was just,
yeah.
And then whenever he was out there fixing the car, had me come out there. Hey, you need to learn how to rotate tires. You need to learn how to change your oil. Just everything a man's supposed to know. Because I feel like growing up with a mom, I feel like they do nurture you from a lot of the stuff like that. They don't want you to see all the like pain and the struggle. But as a man, they're like, nah, you're gonna have to know what it's like, so never to have your son or your wife in this position. Something like that. But what was yours?
I fuck with that. I like that.
Yeah.
I think it's you need a mentor. If you don't have a father figure, if you don't have another man in your life, whether it's your brother, an uncle, a stepfather, a godfather, a grandfather, any type of father figure, any male figure in the household, if you can't see a father figure in them, or if you don't even have any of those people in your life and you're just surrounded by women, find role models. Find role models, find mentors. You want to become the person you want to find people that you want to become, right? For myself, I grew up with those type of father figures, so I can't give you that advice. I had uncles, I had a brother, I had a grandfather, so I kind of had those people in my life. So for the people that might not have that, I would say get mentors, go out there and on YouTube and find role models, find people that kind of coincide with you, that kind of resonate with you inside. Because if they're a good man and that's someone who you kind of like envision yourself in being in the future, I'm not saying copycat them. I'm also not saying completely be the person they are, because you obviously want to evolve. You want to be better than them. Find multiple people that are of good influence and write down what's good about them, what's bad about them, write their pros and cons down. You take that from multiple people and then you recreate yourself into someone that's has different skills, different knowledge on different subjects, someone that's well-rounded. So that would be my advice for those type of people.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Like, my mind was just going, would you say you had a good childhood?
Yeah,
you did. Could you imagine like people who were like, I don't even know, like the aspect of, you feel like you were like well off, like you were supported, you had stuff. For people that just didn't have any of that, or like a group of friends who you'd be like, just the little cherished moments that we had growing up, like even playing the game. Playing the game growing up with your friends, you felt like you were on top of the world.
Deadass.
You felt like no one could get you away from that.
I used to smack niggas on there.
Yeah, we'll get to that another time.
But smack this nigga in FIFA. I still do.
Yeah, but we'll say let's say like I cherish moments like that, like any little moment, even with us, like man, bro. When we used to be driving around in cars laughing for hours.
Yo, that ass, like one time when we were both out of the military. I came back. We started driving around and we delivered like groceries. It was kind of like Instacart, but it was fresh
Instacart
produce.
before Instacart.
Yeah, Instacart before Instacart. And we used to be in the car every day, literally every day, and then we would just play music, just tell jokes and shit like that. And me and him we just had that type of fucking bond. Like it was never boring. Like there's never like a dull moment type shit. Yeah. Like if me and him are kind of like we think the same at the same exact fucking time. Like we'll both be like, damn, we don't really want to listen to music right now. We'll just like
there's not a lot of people who could just ride in a car and not like listen to music and talk the whole time.
Yeah, bro.
I swear that's not a normal thing.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's a normal thing.
There's always like awkward silence or some shit.
Yeah.
Me and this nigga will just fucking turn the shit off and be like, yeah, bro, we're chilling. Bro.
It hurts my head.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's always at the same fucking exact time. We'll just be like, bro, like I don't even want to listen to this shit right now. It's either him or it's me, and then we're like, no, bro, I was like the same shit. I think those moments like I do cherish because like you just said, a lot of people I don't think they have the opportunities that we had. I think when I was younger, I was naive to that, and I didn't realize that. I remember one time we had a group chat and we were speaking, and I was like, what the fuck? Like we don't I wouldn't say I'm in the best position. You know, I live like my family lives with my grandmother. I'm not. My mother was a single mother of 3. We weren't in the best position. But I mean, compared to everyone else, shit, I think I'd have like after becoming a man and being in the real world, going to the military, speaking on a podcast and speaking to so many people, I realized. Shit, I had it the easiest. I be hearing these niggas war stories. I'm like, shit.
People that live in houses where you got to use the oven to make the house hot.
Yeah, when people say that shit, I'm like, damn, bro, I can't fucking relate. I thought I had it hard.
It makes you like grateful for what you had.
Dead ass. And I, now I'm like, I'm happy that I've been able to realize that. But younger, I mean, when I was younger, I was ignorant to that. Like I said, I was ignorant. I was naive to that. And I wish I wasn't, but I mean, you live and you learn. But bro, we had a pretty good education. I mean, education system was trash, but for what we had, it was pretty decent.
But you also got to think of where we grew up at. We grew up in a predominantly white area.
Yeah, we lived in the suburbs.
Yeah,
we did. Yeah, bro, and that's another. We didn't grow up in the fucking like hood.
Yeah.
Like there was parts, but we, what I mean, it wasn't.
We didn't
like,
go there. We didn't go across the tracks.
Yeah.
We didn't go into the city.
Yeah, bro, we weren't across the tracks, bro. We weren't on that shit. So like we didn't have to worry about that shit. I'm be honest, like we lived a pretty like good life. I mean, people call it you could call it sheltered. I mean, but I wouldn't say sheltered because like it's not like we wanted to go do the shit. It's
yeah. Like, see, kind of how people today be like fake banging and shit.
Yeah, it's like we didn't want to do that. Like we
knew that wasn't us.
Yeah, like nigga, I'm cool. I'm a nerd, nigga. I like playing video games. Fuck y'all talking about.
Yeah, that's just.
I think we're kind of the same now. I mean, we don't go out, we don't party, we don't do the club shit. That's not who we are. We don't drink. We're not. That's not us, per se. But I mean, shit, bro. I mean, a lot of people they didn't even have the stuff opportunities that we. I mean, a lot of kids. I mean. They didn't even have the opportunity to just sit there and play the fucking game all day. Like video games, like maybe their parents couldn't afford it, or if they could afford it, they couldn't afford the Wi-Fi. If they could maybe afford the Wi-Fi, they couldn't afford the Xbox Live or a PSN or some shit.
Or TV.
Yeah, shit, or a fucking TV.
TV or the system in general.
Yeah, or the electric bill. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of stuff.
There's so much fucking. There's tiers to it, right? And
roof over your head.
Yeah, a roof over your head, bro. A stable roof over your head. I knew fucking people. I mean, one of our close friends, I'm not gonna say his name, but fucking he used to use his neighbor's Wi-Fi type shit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, bro. Like we were honestly, I think we had it pretty like good. I mean,
Wi-Fi is kind of.
Bro, that nigga used to, he used to go to his neighbors, but like, yo, bro, can I use your Wi-Fi? I'm surprised the nigga was pretty good at the game. So. Like, I understand that nigga wasn't lagging, bro. I couldn't even fucking imagine that shit.
That's actually insane. But there's also one more topic that I wanted to ask you.
Okay, go ahead, let's do it.
About dating in today's society.
Dating into today's society is fucking terrible. It's trash. How deep you want to get into it?
I feel like I was born in the wrong generation. I feel like if I was like in the 90s where like people actually wanted to find love and it wasn't about just fucking and or whatever. But everyone has their faces. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a saint. I'm not a saint in no way.
Niggas were talking about their war stories earlier.
Yeah, but sometimes, when you're ready to settle down. Also, I'm 24. Not a lot of 24-year-olds would be like, oh, I'm ready to go settle down, be with someone for the rest of my life.
Well, but you've been like that for a while though.
Yeah, I feel like that comes with growing up with a mother though.
Okay,
like a single mom.
Because you respect women more, you think?
Yeah, and it's like I don't know. It's just like
I don't know them.
Right. like riding in the car.
Yeah.
Like she put me onto like music. Like she was R&B, soul, lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like listen to that growing up. She watches like what rom-coms and like Grey's Anatomy, like dramatic stuff. So it's kind of be like, I think that also wise. I'd be like, I'm not really like into the all hookups, but like I said, no way am I a saint. I'm just saying nowadays, no one's on that type of timing. It's just, we'll have sex here now and then I'll go move on to the next guy, or I'm fucking, you know how women get sometimes, you know, multiple dudes at one time.
Matter of fact, bro, tell the story that happened last night at Taco Stand.
Oh my gosh. Let me adjust myself. All right, so we're out Taco Stand, right? Little easy place to eat. So me and Basil just standing there waiting for our food and stuff. We see these two Hispanic, white?
No, they were white girls.
Two white women sitting at the bar or whatever. We see her going through her phone. I'm like, oh, I was being a little nosy that night. But just looking at what she was doing. She was going through deleting messages. And I'm like, oh, I told Basil, I say, she's either cheating or she's going through a breakup. She doesn't want to see messages. So she ends up deleting the message. We're like, okay. So we're still sitting there looking at it. She deletes them. She goes to the call log. She goes to the call log, starts deleting calls. We go, oh, she's cheating.
Yeah,
she's cheating. Sweetheart, if you see this, I'm sorry. We caught you. Yeah, that's example right there.
Yeah, bro, this fucking generation is fucked. It's flawed. And you know, she was out at the bar last night because that's where we stay by the bars. We were in Wynwood, bro. So fucking girls, bars, you know, alcohol, you know how that shit goes. So I'm not saying she cheated, but she cheated. So,
she made it look very hot.
Yeah, I don't know why you would go and delete your messages and then go to call log and delete calls. That was crazy. And I mean, that's kind of how a lot of this generation is. I don't think a lot of people want to build. I know a lot of people wanting to go do that building stage. Either women want a guy that's already built himself, right? You know, a guy in his 30s, et cetera, or someone that's rich. And then for the men, I kind of had to blame men for some of this shit. You know, a lot of men just want this instant gratification where they fuck the women and then they just want to go to another girl and fuck another girl. And a lot of guys, they'll even play like manipulation tactics, you know, to fuck women. Again, like he just said, I'm not a saint. But I can't say this since I've been in Miami. I haven't lied to a girl. If I did anything like that, well, obviously when I didn't have a girl, because I am in a happy relationship with my beautiful woman. But
shout out Kate.
Yes, shout out Kate. But before that, I would keep it very straight with them on like what the situation was gonna play out, because obviously since I'm moving to Miami, I've been in a social media world, right? And you can't get caught up. You can't have a girl like try to DM some shit or try to like blast you on their stories, etc. Oh, he's like this or he said this. So I always made it very clear. But most guys, they're not doing that because they're not able to do that. Most guys, first of all, most guys have to lie about cheating. I don't cheat and I don't do that. I don't like sleep with other women. That's not what I do. But a lot of men, they're gonna lie to girls about certain situations because first of all, they're not confident the girl's gonna stay, or two, they're just a fucking dickhead, right? So I blame it a lot on men on the way women act, because I think if you're a good leader as a man, the woman will follow suit. But the generation, this generation of women too, are just very slutty. They want a certain caliber of men, but you have fucking 18 bodies and you just got out of high school. Yeah. Right. And that says a fucking lie.
I can't lie though. I'll hold some men accountable. There's men that have great women. They got happy homes. They still be out there cheating.
Well, why do you think that though? Why do you think they?
I think it's just the natural thing of a man.
Yeah.
Like we said, this subject's been on 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Men can just have sex.
Yes, and it can be physical, purely physical.
Nothing. I don't want anything to do with you. It's just me getting a nut off. I'll never talk to you ever again. That's just the natural instinct. Like you'll be like, I'll meet a girl. Say I'll have a girlfriend. I'll meet a girl. I'll have sex with her, but I love my girl. I would never. For me, I feel like, my love is not for who I fuck. It's like who I provide for. That's actually. Someone clip that. Someone clip that. Like if I'm giving you my love, time, affection, money, not just sex, but like everything that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Being
literally
a provider.
provider, like a living for
Providing,
you.
provision, and protecting the
Yes.
triple P's.
That's what I would say what love is.
Yeah.
You know, sex is just the act.
Yeah, it's just another thing.
But also it's different for women because you can't do that.
Yeah. No.
Basil, we do have a couple super chats.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit the super chats, and then we'll start like wrapping it up. I don't know, the super chats that might go for a second, so we'll just do the super chats and start wrapping it up, guys. Before I get into the super chats, make sure you become a member of the Men Tuition Network. When you become a member in the Men Tuition Network, it's not only for the Network King, it's for Men Tuition Academy, it's for the Parallel Perspectives, as well as Network King. There are 4 tiers. Different tiers do different things. So you go to our channel, next to the subscribe button or the bell if you're already subscribed, but you should be subscribed. So subscribe. Next to that bell button, there will be a join button. You click that, and they show you the different tiers, and then sign up. Guys, I always tell people in these videos, you do not have to pick the top tier, because if you watch the Men Tuition Network, you're going to level up as a person, whether you're a man or a woman. Honestly, you'll just keep leveling up if you watch all of our shows and you combine that knowledge together, as well as doing your own research. So what I would advise you to do is pick the bottom tier, keep watching our shows, right? Month after month, upgrade. As you keep developing, the different tiers offer different one-on-one coaching, maybe even either from myself or maybe Hector. I know Hector does physicality, so you know he has a fitness program for you. I personally do a business program with you. So we have very different things to offer you. So don't choose the top one. Honestly, be honest. Look, Steve and Hector might say some shit about me saying this shit after, but guys, don't pick the fucking top one, because what's going to happen is you're going to pick the fucking top one. You're going to get access to too much shit, and then you're going to get overwhelmed and you're not going to do anything. I've done that. I've signed up for something and then I get overwhelmed because there's so much shit I could do. Right. So I honestly, I wouldn't advise you to pick the top one, maybe the first one, maybe the second one, depending on where you are. Also, you got to look at your skill sets. So, Steve, can we get into the super chats now, brother?
Yeah, DeFritzo came in and said, y'all putting in work. Keep it up.
Shout out I appreciate you, bro. DeFritzo, fuck, bro. I wanted to be here for your interview. I actually told Steve, me and Steve hopped on a call. I was like, yo, damn, I want to be on live with DeFritzo. I thought it was next Sunday. Or I guess it would be this Sunday, but I was in San Antonio for our event that we went to. So I'm sorry, brother, I couldn't be there. I did tune in a little. It was a live. I guess it was good. I mean, I watched it. I was at dinner with my girl and I watched it. I enjoyed it, and I liked seeing you on there. Maybe we could have you back again and I could be on there, brother. That would be an honor. We go to the next
David
one?
Jones says we have throat goat inflation and sandwich making deflation. Shout out to David Jones, man.
Bro, it's Steve. Steve, put the camera on you. Read that shit again, please.
My camera's not on.
I know that camera's on.
I would, but I can't.
Damn. So the camera's not on?
My camera's off, I swear.
I hope he gets laid tonight.
Oh shit, bro! I fucking, bro, David, bro, I missed you, brother. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. It was nice seeing you, and that comment was fire.
Yeah, those are the only two.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna start wrapping up now. After this live, Steve, what time is it?
It's only 10:04. You guys can go for another 5 or 10 minutes if you want, but yeah, it's 10:04.
No, I'll start wrapping up.
Okay, cool.
So it's 10:04, guys. At 10:30, we will be going live again on Men Tuition Network. This time it won't be me, it will be Steve. He is doing Men Tuition Academy, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Men Tuition Academy.
And what's the title? That's already premiered. It should be up there already, right?
Yeah, it's up there now, guys. We're going to be talking about a gentleman who got killed in Colombia, and they found his murderers. So we're going to go over that breaking news tonight. But it should be a good stream, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. So guys, it's already up at 10:30. You could either, if you're watching on Instagram live, as soon as this live ends, I will be posting it and promoting that. So make sure at 10:30, guys, you make sure you come right back to Men Tuition Network. So this is going to be kind of a little break. a little lunch break, a little commercial break, guys, and then we're going to go straight back into another live for you because we want to provide the most content, the most informative content that we can. We provide the most value we can in this network. So guys, thank you for watching this. Next time it will be even better. This is Jerry's first live, and I think he honestly killed it. I mean,
yes, sir.
we're gonna watch this shit and fucking be laughing and all that. I think we had fun here. And I can't wait to do it again. Guys, I will see you next time.